y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity is for $500. $500 of free money that you don't have to pay back. And guess what? There is no age restriction and no business needed. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri. And on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting a foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth. Because yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. If you get anything of value out of this video, beginning, middle, end, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn on your bell because you cannot miss these weekly grant opportunities, and especially this one where no age requirement, no business needed, $500 of free money. Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities listed there. Check out the nonprofit grant playlist. And in these lists, there are opportunities that have no deadlines, no business needed, global opportunities for individuals that are not inside of the United States. And some of the grants that I post are for US only, but the list will let you know that there are global opportunities. And I have an ebook, y'all. As you can see, this is 30 pages of content. It's not a bunch of fluff. It talks about applying for the grant, if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant, preparing for the grant, finding grants. And if you're on the fence, come to the website, link in the description. There are several 5-star reviews there as well. And I'm going to leave a discount code in the description box that gives you a little bit more off of the already reduced price. If you would like to support the channel so I can continue to provide these resources free of charge on YouTube, come on over to the Patreon. I'm going to quickly share my screen so you can see what's in there in case you want to join. All right, y'all, here's the Patreon. Yes, the information is locked. However, once you become a member, the information will be unlocked. And in here, I post just different grants. I do articles, cohorts, books, anything that I think will be helpful for you while you are on your entrepreneurship journey. But I don't want to stay over there too long because I know y'all trying to figure out $500 free money. It's a grant that doesn't have an age requirement. And y'all, I'm going to say that it's no deadline because they have 2 cycles per year. So essentially, it's rolling opportunity. It's not one and done. But with this one, if you are under the age of 18, of course, your parents would have to complete additional documentation to say that, yes, you can participate in this opportunity. So if you're watching this and you have some children that might want to apply for this money, sign them up. Eligibility requirements. Obviously, we know that there's no age restriction. For this $500 small business grant opportunity, the main requirement is that you have to be engaged in community. And you do not need a business either for this opportunity. When I say engaged in community, essentially you're trying to do something that is impactful to the world and you want additional funding to help you on that journey. I would also like to reiterate the importance of applying for these micro grants. I know we all want to get the $100,000 grant, $25,000 grant, but I'm telling you, you get your first micro grant, for whatever reason, it just propels you to start getting more money because now you've had a win, yes, first and foremost. But then on top of that, it gives you the necessary practice when applying for grants. So then you'll be ready for, as I say, the big dogs of the money. So do not, me and these double negatives, apply for these opportunities because it's not a large dollar amount, because any amount of free money that you do not have to pay back is going to be helpful. Also, you can reapply as many times as long as you haven't been accepted. So don't get the $500 and think that you're going to be able to get it over and over again one time to get the money. And then there will be a video submission requirement, and your video will have to be 3 minutes or less. If you're someone that's always wanted to do something within community, but you haven't had the additional resources to do it. So when I think about something on a small scale, because of course they're going to ask you your idea, I go back to the example that I've used in other videos where a community garden, or if you wanted to have a community library. And then of course, what is that impact? The impact is going to be education, because maybe some individuals just don't have the finances to be able to go and purchase books. And if you're in a food desert, you don't have access to healthy food options within community without going outside of your community. And a couple of questions that they ask you. One is, what actions have you taken to empower this cause? And when they say actions that you've taken, this action doesn't have to be that you were the sole owner of fill in the blank. It could be that I volunteer my time with an organization that is already setting the footprint in the community for this cause. And now you want to be able to further support them with this influx of the $500 micro grant. And then how can it help you empower the cause is going to be the second question. And of course, I've said when you're talking about money and you want to break it down, just break it down through percentages. And then your 3-minute video. So that's pretty much it for this opportunity. So let's get into it. This opportunity is sponsored by Impact Micro Grants. And as you can see at the bottom, the first thing that they say is, are you making a change in your community? And then do you try to find ways to make your community better? Are you looking for volunteers, help or support to grow your cause? And then Impact Micro Grants can help you. And they talk about everything that they do. They talk about the program criteria, which we've already talked about. This is a U.S. opportunity. And this second bucket, as I'm going to call it, bucket of opportunity, ends on December the 30th. I did not see a time deadline. My firm recommendation is, as soon as you know about an opportunity, you apply, because a grantor at any time can remove a grant. So definitely get in as soon as you can and do not wait. Once you scroll all the way down, you're going to click apply, and then we're going to go ahead and get into this application. So what I've done is I filled in some of the stuff so we can move through it. Some of the answers you had to answer in order to see the next question. So I went ahead and did that, knowing that the answers are fake, y'all. Now, how did you hear about it? You're going to put my YouTube channel, and then they want your email address. They want a phone number. That's not a real phone number. I just made something up. Your mailing address, if you're 18 years of age or older or under, and then your social media links. So if you have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever else is out there, put that there. And then here, which best describes your relationship to the cause, which is what I was discussing earlier, where I said you can either be supporting them, you can be advocating, or you could be the one that is empowering them. I clicked support because I think this is a space with a small business grant opportunity that I've not seen, where they're going to give you funding and you're in a supportive role versus a leadership role. And then what ways do you offer support for the cause? Detail action you have taken to support this cause, and what was the impact of your action? So this could just be that you volunteer monthly or quarterly at an organization. It could be that you donate. It doesn't have to be that it is your company that is actually leading the work, which I think is pretty awesome. And then in what ways can Impact Microgrant help? I take this back to, what are you going to do with the money, or why do you need the money? Here, I put funding, obviously, and then mentorship. And then what actions have you taken to empower this cause? Detail actions you have taken and their impact. This could be a step that you're taking. I'm taking a step in order to get money to fund this cause that I think is important for community. And it could be that you've applied for other grant opportunities, and it doesn't have to be that you've won a grant, right? It could be taking that step to potentially get those funds. And then again, how can Impact Microgrant help empower this cause? Same thing. Share a link to your 3-minute video explaining why your cause is a good fit for this grant program. This goes back to alignment. As I said, not only do you want to be aligned with the grantor, you want to make sure that the grantor is aligned with you. This is a mandatory step in the application. If the links are not working properly, you will need to apply for the next cycle. So test your link before you attach it here to make sure that it is going to get them to your video. And then this is the last step, sharing your vision. Let them know what you need. Volunteers, funds, additional resources are needed. Please give an invoice or itemized list detailing how funds and resources will be spent. This goes back to that budget, which we talked about at the top of the video, where you can say, if you're doing the community library, maybe $400 is going to be used to, fund that library, get books for the library, and then $100 might be utilized for the marketing of that project. And you might already have volunteers in place that are not looking to be paid. I'm not going to hit submit because they're going to be real mad if they see this bare bone application and then taking time away from them. But like I said, No age requirement, no business needed. These micro grants, I'm telling you, these are hidden gems that people typically don't apply for because they're looking for $100,000, $20,000, $50,000. And even though it's $500 can be quite impactful depending on what it is that you're attempting to do. If you got anything of value out of this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn on your bell because weekly grant opportunities you do not want to miss. Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities listed there. Nonprofit grant playlist, get the ebook, come to Patreon, all that good stuff. But I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. And wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day. And I will see you all next time.